Hi everyone, it's Danny from Orchid Nature. So quite a few of you have asked me to do the March balcony tour. And the thing is, we didn't have sunshine for 2 weeks and a half or something like that. And yeah, I just wanted to wait for the sun to come out and do a proper balcony tour. Now, today I finally had the mood to rearrange a bit my balcony to create some more space. I'm still in the process, so things are not yet finished. But yeah, anyway, let's do the balcony tour because it's sunny today and I'm not sure how tomorrow it will be. So anyway, remember the Camellia corner where it's not the Camellia corner anymore. It's a sort of a eastern light corner. So we have here a few Cattleyas up there. Right now it's afternoon, so we don't have too much sun. But it will come back. And way in the back there, we have the Brassavola nodosa. And you remember the Cella giant here? Well, I think it's starting to move something. I'm not sure. I've been waiting for that girl for some time now, but I'm patient. Remember the mounted orchids and also the Brassavola cucullata growing here. We have the encyclia here, which is not necessarily doing anything, just a whole bunch of roots, which I can't really show you right now, but there's a lot of roots there. It didn't have any roots, so that's good. The Shumbo, the Parisi dendrobium, which didn't bloom, is really putting out a new growth here. So yeah, hopefully next year it will be better. This guy didn't necessarily have any roots. It was in sphagnum moss, just like the Thyrsiflorum, which didn't bloom, and just like the Anosmum, which didn't bloom. So I think I can make a connection here. Sphagnum moss compacted for these types of dendrobiums? No. So at least in my conditions. Anyway, this will probably be changed a bit in the future. I'm not sure. I'm going to show you what I did. Also, we have the community pot of the Phalaenopsis here. It's doing okay. It's growing, but I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it like that. I have a few ideas. Anyway, and here's another Camellia orchid, which I just received from my orchid friend. Not sure what this is. It looks like a apple blossom, if you know what that is. It just looks like it. I'm not sure if it's a hybrid or anything. So yeah, this is the eastern corner. So far I might hang little stuff around, maybe mounted orchids, but I don't know, I'll see. So the Miltoniopsis corner will still be the Miltoniopsis corner. I decided I will leave everybody here because this is the humid side of my balcony, and all my Miltoniopsis are doing okay. They have flower spikes, 3 of them, and I would say they're doing okay considering the fact they're not grown in perfect conditions like they would like. Now today being very sunny for the very first time, I didn't get a chance to install my humidifier yet, and the humidity is so low. I keep spraying them, but I had so much work to do today that I just didn't install the humidifier. I might do it tomorrow. Anyway, some new orchids from Schwerter. I'm not sure what to show you here. Well, you know, the Psychopsis with its lovely new bud here. The Tetraspis not necessarily doing anything. I want to bloom from this orchid so bad, but nothing yet. Oh, and yeah, excuse my nails. I just didn't do them because I would just mess them up today. So yeah, I think tonight I'm just gonna have such a girl time. I'll do my nails, I'll take a bath, I'll just unwind. I'm so tired. Anyway, so yeah, this is the Miltoniopsis side, let's call it. Right now there are quite a few orchids here. They will get moved eventually because the second part is just so empty now. You'll see. So okay, what I started to do was actually hang my orchids from the Phalaenopsis orchids above. And I think this is going great. You remember my Phalaenopsis, they are still in bloom, still looking very pretty. And look what I did. I started to hang other orchids from the pots. Orchids that don't necessarily require full sun all day long. They receive sun in the morning time up until noon, I would say. So I have some Oncidiums here, also the Bulbophyllum. This one is the one that my friend purchased for me, if you remember. It got repotted, it was full of snails. So, yeah. Okay, downstairs we have the suffering dendrobiums. You remember the ones with the spots? I treated them with propolis. Spots seem to have stopped. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. But yeah, they're trying to pull through. This one, I'm not sure what's wrong with this one. Maybe nothing is wrong, I just don't see the roots growing. This new growth doesn't have roots yet. I don't know, I'm just placing it here because it might have a problem. Anyway, and yeah, this is the big Oncidium orchid that I just purchased, and I have to divide it. There's no room in this one. It's the yellow one that smells like honey. I'm not sure what this is, but I might have to divide it. It's really crowded. Anyway, and this one, I will do a nighty video for this one. It's a jungle monarch, Oncostele or Oncidium. I'm not sure. It's down here because it's full of snails, full of snails. I also unpotted the tiger barb, and I cut the flower spike because it doesn't have roots anymore. And it's this girl here. This one doesn't have any root. So I downgraded the pot, and we'll see what's gonna happen. Okay, let's move on. Some Cymbidium orchids here. They might go into the other balcony actually. You remember the stardust? Well, I think it's starting to look much better than it used to. Wouldn't you say it's a lot greener? And I think it likes to stay hanged like this. Another beautiful Phalaenopsis. Oh, cute thing about my phals, they are growing new buds. I think all of them. They are producing let's say sequential blooms. I'm not sure exactly. Well, the flower spike is still growing, and many, well, not all of them, but many of them do this, so that's good. More flowers. Okay, upstairs, do you remember the blackjack? Looking pretty there. And also this pretty thing, which I don't know how it is called. She's blooming now. Really lovely phal. Some more phals upstairs. You remember the yellow one? She's growing new buds. White one looking very classy there. And a whole bunch of other Phalaenopsis along the way. Oh, my Stratiana is starting to bloom. Look how pretty. I find her so adorable. Okay, so this side right now, it's getting empty. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's really empty from how it used to look like. The Nelly Eiler will need to be repotted. Bad infestation of snails. Flower spikes are fading, so I can definitely repot it. The orchid with the broken spike growing its new spike, and another shoot down there, so she's doing fine. This guy, I'm not sure what it is. It's purchased at a discount. I might have a guess. I think it's something really nice, but I am patiently waiting. Another Miltoniopsis there. I'm not sure what happened to this one. It had a flower spike here, but it dried. So I'm thinking there's a problem in the pot. We'll get repotted. This one is fading away as well. We'll get repotted. So I do 3 or 4 repots a day. Okay, this one, you know what I did there? Okay, I have to show you something. That was a sort of a brassia orchid. And I have another brassia here. But look how these pseudobulbs grew. I'm not sure why. It looks so strange. It does have flower spike here. But yeah, it's just the strangest thing. So I don't want this to happen with this one. So I'm trying to train this new growth to go up. I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but we'll see what happens. There is another small Oncidium here. The yellow Oncidium and the Attaglossum, which is going well. Now the Bellara Smile Airy, I'm not sure if this one will make it. If you don't know the story with this one, I made a boo-boo, as in I didn't clean the roots properly, and all the new roots got eaten up by snails. So hopefully you can see here. So this new growth is struggling, doesn't have any roots, doesn't produce any roots. The old bulbs are almost done. They fed this growth as much as they could, and now I think it's slowly fading away. Hopefully it's not the case, but we shall see. Anyway, a few more phals here which finished blooming. This is the one that had massive bud blast. This one is kind of done blooming, but it's growing again some more buds. Anyway, I think these guys will find a new home soon because I have a lot of purple phals. But anyway, we shall see. Kingianum and Baryota are right here. Also a few Cattleyas here. I might move some Cattleyas on the other side because there's a lot of sun there. Also this one, I can't wait for it to bloom. It should be yellow with a red center. So that should be nice. The little orchids from Malaysia, if you remember them, they're growing. They're producing new leaves and new roots. So I think they're doing well. The Sideria right there, it's producing roots but no blooms and no foliage. So I'm a bit frustrated, but I'll try to be patient. It's good, it's good. I just want to see a Sideria in bloom so bad. Anyway, this is a back bulb from the Sherry Baby I have. I don't know why I grow it, to give it away at some point. A few more mini phals there that are just finishing their blooms. And the Twinkle here, looking okay. Some more paths there. Another path here. Oh, if you remember the Oncidium, which we tried to grow on hydrogen, it's doing something finally. It's growing a new shoot right there. I'm not sure if it's gonna develop properly, but we'll see. Anyway, my carnivorous plants are here. I'll get to that in another video. So okay, these are the carnivorous plants. Unfortunately, this one, I bumped into it and yeah, I messed it up. So I noticed it has a lot of new growth, so I just divided it and potted it in sphagnum because I didn't have peat moss at all and I couldn't find peat moss. Anyway, so the new change would be that my vandas are currently sitting here under the bench, and this is because they receive quite a lot of sunlight here. They didn't receive as much sunlight up there where they used to be, so I'm thinking I will try to keep them here. Also, I have a few more Oncidiums here. The Pacific Sunspots, looking so great. I love it. It's like a salad. Also, the nobly typed Dendrobiums, they look so good as well. I absolutely love the color on these guys, very bright green. And of course, the drooping Brassia. Now that's a weirdo. I'm not sure what's gonna happen and how the new growth will develop. I wasn't expecting them to droop down like that, but I'll try to train them maybe at some point. Okay, a few more Phalaenopsis here. Sam has asked me to make a video on this one. I'll make an ID video on this Phalaenopsis because she's really pretty. And some more phals up there, losing some flowers but growing new buds. As I was telling you, they just want to bloom, which is nice. And a few more orchids that I hanged, and I plan to hang much more, as many as I can, from the pots of the Phalaenopsis orchids. So I will have a tremendous amount of space for new orchids. See, I told you, when you want to have space, you'll have space. Okay, so here I will hang a few more orchids. Not sure if I will keep these guys here. This is the Leodoro, still blooming quite a bit, but got repotted today. This one got repotted today as well. And this is a Brassia, which smells really nice. And there we have another Calea orchid. And here, just some other plants. They're not necessarily, I'm not sure how to call this. It's a spring plant, it's yellow. Anyway, I'm not sure what to do with this one. It's a hyacinth. Yeah, maybe I'll keep it. Another carnivorous plant here, do you remember the Nepenthes? It's growing a new baby here. And yeah, probably she's gonna start to picture really soon. These guys, which you guys have told me how they're called, but I totally forgot. The Azalea always in bloom, and another Cymbidium right there. I didn't get to this corner yet, so it's a bit messy. So yeah, the Vandas used to be here, but they're not here anymore. They are down there. But anyway, did I miss anything? Yes, I did. Okay. Oopsie. Yeah. An accident avoided. I'm still working on it. So anyway, here we have the Gongora and the Paffinia orchid. Also, the Maxillaria hanged here for some more sunlight. Excuse the backlight. This is the Anosmum, which is still growing. I didn't winterize it properly. It was in moss anyway, but it's growing new buds. And also, we have here the Erangises. This one, I had to cut one of its flower spikes because it's really dehydrated. The roots were so burned. But this flower spike seems to be growing slightly, maybe. Anyway, so yeah, this is the balcony tour for March 2014. I still have a few orchids in bloom, mostly Phalaenopsis orchids, but I am eagerly waiting for the Psychopsis to bloom, and also the Miltoniopsis, which have flower spikes, and all the summer bloomers. So yeah, I really like to have a lot of orchids that bloom at different times, so I always have a flower. So okay, thank you guys for joining. Hope you enjoyed this. The next balcony tour will probably look much different because I told you I want to rearrange and optimize stuff. I always optimize. I don't know how. I cannot stand in one place. So okay, if you want to see more videos from me, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to leave them in a comment and I'll try to answer for you. And also if you want to get in touch with us, visit orchidnature.com. I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining. Bye.